Hi everyone, welcome back to Harbour Pilates at Home 2021. So this is the first of our intermediate classes. So in these classes we're just taking it up a little bit from our beginners level. So you're likely to have more double tabletop exercises that you'll be doing. So just go steady with it. If you feel you're not in control through your core in any of the exercises, take a step down. Those of you familiar with the APPI type of Pilates will understand that we do it in different levels, level 1, 2, 3. Take it down to the lower levels if you're at all unsure. Let's get started. We're going to have a little warm up and then we'll go down onto the mats. So let's start with our feet underneath our hips, and if you want to find a way of doing that, you can pop your feet together, turn your toes out, turn your heels out, and then you should be underneath your hips. Stretch up tall through the back of the head, open out through your shoulders, and let's have a little roll backwards and forwards, stretching those spines out, flattening out, rolling back the other way, feeling how much movement you are, or you have. That was bad English, wasn't it? How much you have. Find that mid position. From there, stretching up tall through the neck. Let's start with our arms right up and have a little stretch towards the ceiling, lengthening through that waist area, but we're still working through the middle a little bit, holding us in that centered position through our pelvis. 2 more. And then let's go swimming. Arms round. We're going to bend those knees, come back up. Nice wide arms as we go down and up, circling round. 2 more. Up we go. Round again. Coming down, stretching down into the middle. Arms out in front, core engaged, and we're doing our dumb waiters. Twisting out through our shoulders. Think about your shoulder blades. Let them slowly glide down towards your waist, lifting up gently through that breastbone. 2 more like this. So we're working the good guys, the muscles at the back of our shoulders. Good. With the next one, we're going to go nice and wide, stretching out and coming back in. And again for another 3, 2. With this next one, we're going to stay out wide and go over into our mermaid stretch. So I'm going over to my right, pushing down through my left foot at the same time. Come back round, through the middle, out, over we go. Stretching through that side, come back up. Once more each side. This time let's have a little roll around to the front. Dangling there and then gently, gently, gently coming back up. Dropping the shoulders down. Opening out. Stretching over, rolling round into the middle, dangling there, and gently, gently coming back up. Let's have a little bit of balance work now. So we're floating up onto our toes and lowering back down. We're using the core to help us, give us our balance. Up we come, lowering back down, lifting up. Big toes are down on the ground, they help with our stability. So you can think about the back of that head being lifted up to the ceiling and back down. With the next one, let's go up. We're going to add a knee bend, heels down and lift back up. So lift, bend, heels and back up. Lift. So this is our little foot series. Working our feet and our ankles really hard. Down and back. Last one. Up, down and back up. Let's have a little march out. Nice arms, nice legs. Up we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's step out wide. From there, drawing in through the middle. We're sinking down, coming back up. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Holding it there. Hands on hips. Lift the heels, stretch up tall and lower back down. So it's our ankle series again, but this time we're doing it in that wide base. Up, up and down. 2 more. Down, heels, raise and down. Last one. Squat, heels, up we come, down we go, and march it back to the middle. 3, 2, 1. Let's get a little bit of rotation to things, so float those arms up, Breath in, breath out. Nice long necks, drawing in through the tummy, twisting round, our arm openings, and coming back. So the twist through that upper body, and back. So down, think about breastbone going round, opening out. Last one. Coming back into the middle, lifting up to the ceiling, drawing in, breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Bring that chin down. Little bend of your knees if you want to. We're curling up. Let the arms dangle down. Throw, roll down. Stretch through the backs of those legs. And then slowly, slowly come back up, bit by bit by bit. And relax down. Breath in, breath out. Chin down. All the way down towards that floor. Really stretch those hips up to the ceiling. At the bottom there, just have a little sway side to side. This is our elephant walk. Helps us get a little bit more movement through the back. And then come back up again. And back. Last one, here we go. Relax the shoulders down, chin down on chest. Rolling all the way down. Big stretch down there. Feel it through the backs of those legs this time as well. Turn those hips up to the ceiling. And come back up. And then we're going to rearrange ourselves down onto the mats. So we're down on the mats now. Our feet and knees are hip width apart. Think about that resting position. Think about being open out, nice and wide and relaxed across the upper body. And then gently draw in through your tummy. Keep going, flatten out through the back of your spine. Feel those bones stretching open. And then gently roll back the other way. Tummies come up in the air. We've got a gap underneath us. Drawing in, flattening out again. So we're gently mobilising that spine, feeling how much movement we've got, so we can appreciate where our own centre is. So our hip bones now in that centre position, our front of our pelvis should be level, drawing in, and we're going to hold that there, and we're going to start off with our hundreds. So with our Pilates hundreds, we reach down with our hands, beating them up and down. That's our level 1. If we bring one leg up, we're in our level 2. And we're keeping centered through the middle. You might be fine with just that. You can bring your head up if you want. Or if you want to challenge yourself further, tighten up through your tummy, bring that second leg up. And our beat should be about 5 beats to the breath in. 3, 4, 5. And 5 to the breath out. 3, 4, 5. So we keep beating away. As I said, you can lift your head up if you want. Keep that back center drawing in through that tummy. Working hard to hold us in the center. So this is a real endurance test for us. If at any point you start to lose it or you feel your neck working too hard, you can lower your neck down. If you're losing it in the lower back and your head's down, you can lower one of your legs. But keep concentrating on that middle staying nice and still. And we'll go for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the arms down and then gently lower, one leg at a time, till we're back into our starting position. Just have a little wriggle round, loosen yourself off, center through the middle again. Arms are resting by our sides, length through that neck. Breath in, breath out, relax down there. Hold that center, and we're going to bring one leg up into a single tabletop to do our hip twist. So from there, we're taking that leg out to the side, so it's our level 3, and drawing it back in. And we're going to do 6. Out we go. Don't know why we choose 6, we've only got 5 fingers to count on. But there we go, that's 3, that's our halfway. As you take that leg out to the side, keep that other side anchored down. Drawing back in. Last 2 to come. You should feel that tummy working as you go. Last one. Out we go. Coming back in. Keep that leg there. We're going to one leg stretch from there. Reaching out. Drawing back in. Reaching out. Drawing back in. With this one, as we draw out, we're going to draw out, lower down, back up, and draw back in. 2 more like that. Stretch, lower, and all the time keep centered through the middle. Last one. Reach out, lower down, come back up, fold in, and return that leg. And relax. Okay? Center through the middle. Float that second leg up. Let's do the same on the other side. So, taking my right leg out, I'm thinking about where my left side of my bottom is. Keeping it anchored onto the mat. Out we go. Coming back in. We're halfway with this one. Come back in. 3 more to go at this level 3. Hip twist. Relaxing through the upper body. Nearly there. Last one. Anchor down on that other side. Turning out. Coming back in. Keeping that leg there. So for the first 3, we reach out. And we come back. As you reach out, you're going to want to feel, you may feel, sorry, that you're trying to twist and open up your back a little bit more. Keep it anchored down. Coming back in. With this one, reach out and then lower down. As you lower down, keep centered. Float back up, fold back in. 2 more. Reach, lower down, lift up and back in. Last one. Reach out, lower down, come back up, fold and back down. Good stuff. So that was our hip twist and our one leg stretch at level, the sort of second highest level, lowest level we do. Let's take that up a level more now. So we're going to double tabletop. So to get into your double tabletop, center through the middle, bring one leg up, tighten up through that tummy and bring that second leg up. Now you can sort of hang there and your back can be up and you think, oh yeah, I'm in the double tabletop. You're not controlling it, and that could cause damage to your back. So really anchor yourself in, pulling through your tummy. From that double tabletop position, let's go for our hip twist. So we reach out to the side, come back in, drawing in through your tummy, out to the side, draw back in. Keep going. And again. We go. 2 more. Turning out, coming back in. Don't turn out too far, keep that other side anchored. And there we go. Let's one leg stretch. Reaching out, coming back in. Changing leg. Reach and back. As you reach out, pulling through that tummy. Come back in. We're halfway. 3 to go. 2. Last one. Coming back in and there. Bring those arms up. Keep the legs in that double tabletop. We're going to double leg stretch. Level 2 with our arms, level 3 rather. Reaching back with our arms. The legs stay still. And come back. Breath in. Breath out. We're keeping the rib cage down. Try not to arch up through the lower back. So as you reach back overhead, pulling through the tummy. And back. 3 to go. Breath in, breath out. Now if this is too much for you, because it can be quite a challenge, lower one of those legs down. Go to a single tabletop. Last 2. Last one. Nice and wide through the arms. Come back up, Gently lower those arms down, lower one leg and the other leg. Relax there. Slide one leg out, slide the other leg out. Reach back with both arms. Let's have a big stretch. So from that position, take a deep breath in and a breath out. Breath in again and a breath out. Giving ourselves a bit of a stretch. Lower the arms down, bring the feet back in, and from there we're going to have a go at some shoulder bridging. So you can remove your head pillow. I would always advise that if possible, because it does give you a little bit more range around your neck. If you've got too high a pillow, so if I put my big pillow in and then try to shoulder bridge, it'd be really tight around there. So if you normally use a single pillow, a big pillow to support your neck, because you're a little bit rounded, go to a lower one. If you usually use a lower pillow, go without if you can. From there, feet and knees hip width apart, reach down towards your feet with your fingers, and we're drawing in for our tummy and lifting up in that shoulder bridge. Nice and wide across the shoulders, and then we're gently going back down. Feel yourself peel down bit by bit by bit. Really concentrate on trying to land each one of those vertebrae, bones in your back, one at a time. Drawing in, peeling back up. As you come up into that bridge, squeeze through the bottom. You've got a straight line, knees, hips, shoulders. Breathe in and lower back down. With the next one, we're going to alter it a little bit, okay? So just bring those feet slightly closer in. Drawing in through your tummy, we're going to go up into that shoulder bridge and then lift onto the heels, onto the toes, lift the heels up. Lower one foot, lower the other foot, and roll back down. Breathing in, breathing out. So roll up as normal. Hold in through that tummy, through that bottom. Lift one heel, other heel. One down, the other one down, and lower back. Let's add the arms with that one. So, rolling up. Lift the arms up as well. From there, lift one heel up, take one arm back, lift the other heel up, other arm back, one heel down, other heel down, and roll back down. Bring the arms back over. Two more like that. So drawing in through your tummy, peel up, lift the arms up, one heel up, other heel up, one heel down, other heel down, and roll back down. Bring the arms back over. So you get a nice big stretch as you come back down as well. Last one like that, okay? Drawing in through your tummy, squeeze through your bottom a little bit as well, into that nice stable bridge position. Lift one heel, arms, lift one heel, arm goes back, other heel, and then roll back down, stretching through that upper body, resting there. Pop your pillow back in place, pop your hands behind your head. We're going to do our abdo prep. So feet and knees, check that they're hip width apart. Keep the elbows nice and wide. Breath in, breath out, and we're rolling up. Drawing in, check your tummy's flat. You don't want it lifting up, you want it flat. And lower back down. And again, we're going up on the out breath. Hold on the in breath. And lower back down on the out breath. Okay, last one like this. Breath in, breath out as you come up. So this is our normal abdo prep. And lower back down. Let's take it up a level. So we're going to go single tabletop. Center through the middle, lifting up, and we're going to touch that knee once, twice, 3 times, and lower back down, and lower the leg down. Breathe in, center through the middle, single tabletop, abdo prep up, and touch, and back, touch, and back, touch, and back, and lower back down. Okay, so we're going to make it really into more of an oblique exercise this time. So same sort of thing though, so center, single tabletop. Breath in, breath out, and we're going to reach and straighten. Come back, and again, reach and come back. Reach, come back, and lower down. Let's do 3 to the other side. Center through the middle, float up into your single tabletop, lift up and reaching across. When you go back, you can go all the way back or just hover above your pillow, coming back. Last one, reaching across, coming back and lower down. Let's keep going with the same exercise for another 2 times on each leg. So centering, single tabletop, up and reach, and back. And again, if this is too much for you, you don't need to do the leg work. You can keep in a single tabletop, or you can even keep that leg down and just do a normal oblique prep. Center through the middle, single tabletop, reach over, stretch. 3, 2, last one. Coming back in and lowering back down. Once more on each side then. Center through the middle, single tabletop, and up and across, and back. Reaching across, and back. Last one. Coming back, lower down. Certainly I can feel my tummy's working now. My abs are going strong. Reaching across. After all those mince pies, I think they need to. Over we go. Last one, reaching over. Coming back down, lowering that leg. Bring the feet and knees together. Take the arms out to the side. Let's do a nice hip twist stretch. Both knees over one side. Really stretch over with those hips. Head goes the other. If you want to add a little bit extra, you can straighten that top leg. And fold, and we go back over to the other side. Knees across. And reaching. Now, depending on where you want to feel the stretch, depends on where you put your feet at this point. If you want to feel it lower down your back, bring your feet closer to your bottom. If you want it further up your back towards your shoulders, keep your feet further away from you. Yeah, it can alter where you feel that stretch. Coming back into the middle, we're going to go over onto our side now to work on some of our bottom exercises and to do a little bit of shoulder support work. So, if we go over onto our side, we're stacking ourselves up. We want our head nicely supported, either with our arm underneath us and a pillow, or arm in front and a bigger pillow. Okay, depends on what your neck and shoulder are able to do. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked, knees and feet. We're in a nice straight line from our feet to our bottom to our shoulders, as if we've got a wall behind us. Drawing through our tummies, lift those feet up, and let's do our climb at level 2, squeezing through the bottom, opening out and lowering back down. Squeeze and open and lower back down. Now you're pulling up through your pelvic floor, still tight through your tummy, aiming to get a lift there, opening out, feeling it at the back of that bottom. If you can't feel it there, just twist us slightly forward through that top part of your pelvis and you'll feel it more focused. Slowly, slowly down. It's really good for the health of that tendon at the side. Squeezing up again. Lowering back down. We've got 2 to go at this level. squeezing open, lowering back down. Last one, opening up, lowering back down, lower your feet down. Okay, and then we're going to come up onto our side support position. So we've got our elbow, shoulder and hip making a little triangle here. Now if you just let yourself go, you feel tighter in here around your shoulder, your tummy and your waist go towards the mat. You want to lift up, you want to get that tension from there, you want to be using these side muscles. From there, bring the feet up into second position again for that clam, and we're going to clam there, and back down, drawing in through your tummy, squeeze and open. If you're too wobbly, pop your fingers down. If you're feeling it a little bit too much around your shoulder, again you can always go back down onto the mat, do the one we've just done. Squeezing open. 2 to go. Squeeze tight. Lower. Last one. Up we come. Lower back down. Lower those feet down. Let's go down onto the mat, arm extended underneath as if you can. Straighten out the legs for a torpedo stretch over. Stretching out and coming back. And again. Lifting up through the middle, come back. Last one. Come back over. And then we're going to do some side kicks, but this time we're going to have both our legs straight, so it's our side kick at level 2. If it's really too wobbly for you, you can have fingers in front. You can bend and go to that level 1.5, okay? But let's have a go at that level 2. Drawing in through the waist, stretch that top leg away from you, lifting it up to hip height, and we're kicking forward, driving the leg back. You won't be able to kick as far as you could do in that 1.5 that we do in the beginners class. Coming forward, driving back, because you're going to be less stable. Another hint that you could do if you want to give this a go but feel a little bit too wobbly is if you have your big pillow and your arms in front, that will give you a little bit more stability. So that's another way to just adjust it while you're getting that strength through your core to be able to cope with it. Last one like this. Up we come. Back we go. And it's quite a tricky, I think it's one of the trickier ones to do. Lower that leg down. Come back up onto that supported side position. And we're going to try that in this position. So again, don't let yourself sink through that shoulder. Lift up through that rib cage, through those side muscles. Lift that top leg up. And kick you forwards and back. You may find that this is easier than what we were doing lying flat. All to do with this support through the hand. Drawing in, kicking forward, kicking back. But remember, this is an intermediate class, this is meant to be more challenging. If you're finding it too difficult, think about the exercises we do through the beginners classes, drop yourself down levels. Better to be safe, or just watch the rest of us have a go at it. Coming forward, driving back, and lower that leg down. Good stuff. Let's come up into sitting. From there, lifting up through the middle, bring the arms out wide. We're going to do our sole stretch for our hamstrings. So we're going to twist through that upper body, reach down. Now I've got my hand on the outer side of my calf there, pushing on that calf to help twist round just that little bit more. And then lean forwards to get that hamstring stretch. Deep breath in, breath out. Come back up. Everybody's got a favourite side, so obviously that was my favourite side, that's why I went that way. Let's try the other way. So, drawing up through the middle, twist round, hand on the outer side of the thigh, the shin, and twist round through the body. Get that twist through this upper body, and then have you stretch down for that hamstring. Keep stretching. Breath in, breath out, and relax there. Grab your cushion, pop your head down the other end. We'll have a little go at all those exercises again on the other side. So we're supporting that head, remember, and whatever pillow you need, arm underneath or arm in front. Feet are in line with bottom and shoulders. We're drawing in through the waist, lifting that underneath of your waist up. Lift the feet up into the air for level 2 climb. Drawing up through the pelvic floor, through the tummy, opening out, slowly down. Now it's that slow release that you're still working your bottom muscle, and you're just, it's like a pulley, gently lowering a bucket on a pulley. And what happens there is it helps to strengthen that tendon from your glute muscles on the way down. And that helps you get some of the tendinitises you can get in that tendon that sometimes people call trochanteric bursitis. It's often not a bursitis, it's often that muscle tendon playing up. So it's a really good exercise for the side of your hip. Drawing in through your tummy, squeezing open, tight through the back of the bottom, pulling up through the pelvic floors. Generally, anything below the waist, tighten. 2 to go. Last one coming up. Opening out. Lowering back down. Lower those feet down. Good step. Let's come up onto our side. So we've got our little triangle, elbow, shoulder, hips. Lifting up so that we're not scrunched down through the neck. Bring those feet into that level 2 position for our climbing this side support. Squeezing through the back of that bottom. And lowering back down. And again, squeeze. And lower. Keep lifting through this waist, through the shoulders. Don't have your head too upright. Try and keep it in line with where your spine is. Tightening as you open up. Pulling in through that tummy, lifting through the shoulders. 2 to go. Last one coming up, and then we're down for our torpedoes. Opening out. Folding back in, lower those legs down. Gently lower yourself back down onto the mat. Stretch out those legs, nice long straight line. If you look down, you should just see the tops of your toes if you point your feet up. From there, reaching over with that top arm. And coming back. And again, reaching over. And coming back. Last one. Big stretch down that side. Coming back over, and then fingertips in front if you need to for a bit of support. Lift that top leg, stretch it away. You can always bend the underneath leg, make it a 1.5, but we're side kicking. You can do the fancy footwork, pointing the toes on the way forward, pushing back through the heel. Try not to wobble. I'm wobbling a bit too much myself today. Let's concentrate. Drawing in through your toe. You don't want to have any movement through the back. So you've got to control that balance between your tummy and your back extensors and your glute muscles and your hamstrings all working together to keep you solid through this middle. 2 more. Kicking forwards, gliding back. Concentrate for this last one. Kicking forwards, gliding back. Gently lower down, let everything relax for a moment, and then slide up onto that arm. So we're balanced on our sides, lift that top leg up, kicking forwards, gliding back, lifting through the shoulder, forwards and back. As I say, I think it's easier at this level than it is flat on the mat. We can make it more difficult, we'll save that for a few more weeks' time. Kicking back, going forwards, gliding back. 2 more. Here we go. Back we come. Last one. Coming back, gently lowering that leg down. Well done. Let's roll over onto our backs. We're going to stretch out our bottom muscles before we finish off with some upper body work. So lying on your back, I call this the pretzel stretch. We pop one foot over the other knee, then bring that other leg up towards you, give it a cuddle in. You should feel it through the back of the bottom. Breath in, breath out, stretch a little bit more. Big old stretch. Breath in, breath out, stretch a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Gently lower that leg down. Let's try it on the other side. Cross the legs over, let the knee go out to the side. Bring the other leg up, give it a cuddle in. And you should feel it. I'm feeling it right around that area of my bottom. Yeah. So those glutes that have just been working are having a bit of a stretch. Some of you may find it a bit difficult to do this one. Short arms, yeah, or stiff hips or stiff legs. If so, you can use your stretching band underneath your thigh and pull it up with your band instead of with your arms. Breath in, breath out, stretch a little bit more, then lower those legs down, and let's turn over onto our tummies for our last little bit. So, bit of breaststroke prep. We're going to do our level 2. So forehead's on the pillow, arms are out at the side. You want them not too close in, you want to have them out. So I've got quite a wide mat, but I've still got my hands on the carpet either side. You want 90 degrees at the elbow, 90 degrees-ish at the shoulders. From there, legs are just hanging in there doing nothing. Drawing through your tummy, so you're flattening out that lower back. And then gently lift that top part of your body up and lower back down. There's very little pressure through my arms. It's all from the back of my shoulder blades lifting up, and I'm staring at the same bit of mat all the time. So the head doesn't lift on the neck comes up as one. In essence, what we're looking at doing is slightly extending that sort of curved area of our mid-back, the bit where we get our teddy bear's humps. Okay, 2 more like that, drawing in through your tummy, lifting up and lowering down. Last one like that, drawing in through your tummy, shoulder blades back, lifting up and lowering back down. Let's take that up a level. We're moving the pillow away. We're going to have our hands underneath our forehead. They're going to be blue tacked, if you like, to our forehead. They're not pushing us up. We're lifting them up with that top part of our body and lowering back down. You will feel more work going on in this lower area of your back, but you want to compensate for that by drawing in more through your tummy. You might well feel that your legs start to come up as well. As you get stronger, that will be less apparent. So drawing in through your tummy, shoulder blades down, and we lift up. So your shoulder blades are being taken down towards your waist each time you come up. Floating up. And as I say, you're not pushing through the arms are light. Look, I can take my arms away. 2 more like that, drawing in, lifting up, lowering back down. Last one, drawing in through your tummy, floating up, lowering back down. Hands next to shoulders, push yourself up, push yourself back. Have a good curl up into your shell stretch, child's pose, whatever you want to call it. Through that lower back. Coming up into 4-point, knees are underneath hips, hands are underneath shoulders. From there, have your little cat stretch up and down. And as you're doing your cat stretch, think about your tailbone going down. You're using your tummy muscles underneath, yet lift you up. Stretching between those shoulders, head goes down. And then roll back the other way. Really mobilising that back. Let's take this into a thread the needle stretch. So we're going to take one leg out to the side. The opposite hand goes up towards the ceiling, and we're coming down and underneath. And we go back up. Twisting through that upper body, and then coming back down. And again, back up. And back down. Come back, and let's change over onto the other side. Take the leg out behind you, drawing a little bit through your tummy, up we come. Thread through and under. And back up. And through. And last one. Up we come. Through and under. And then we're back to the middle. Sit yourself down, stretch those arms out. Pop your arms wherever you want. You might feel you want to put them by your feet. Give yourself a tuck in, whatever's good for you. Well done. We've got one final challenge then before we stand up, and we're going to have a little go at our leg pulling prone. So we're going to have our hands slightly in front of our shoulders. We're going to have our knees underneath our hips, but we're going to have our feet tucked in. Yes, they're not flat, but tucked in, toes tucked in. We're going to draw up through our tummy and then try and float those knees just off the mat. Got a nice straight back, and then slowly lower back down. So breath in. On the breath out, we're pulling in through the tummy, lifting ourselves up nice and strong, and lowering back down. Couple more like that, drawing in, hovering up, and lowering back down. Last time, drawing in through your tummy, squeezing up through your pelvic floor as well. Hover there, and we're going to tap, tap, and down. Just added that final little challenge in there. Didn't need to do it. But that's just a sign of some of the things to come as we increase the effort of strengthening through our upper body, which we'll do over the next few weeks. Okay, time to stand up. Have a bit of a stretch down in standing. Okay then. Okay, so hopefully we've all got up safely. Have a little shake out of those hands, turn those wrists around, lifting up through the back of the head, think about your posture, knees are a little bit relaxed. From there, breath in, breath out. Just drop the head and shoulders, let the arms dangle, little bend of the knees, link the fingers, and then we're going to stretch those out in front of you for that upper body stretch. You know it's one of my favourites. Open out wide. Back down, relax. Down we go again. Link the fingers, stretch out, nice and slowly, all the way up to the top. Reaching round, push all the way to the ends, and float down. From there, gentle float up in front, and we're doing our arm openings. Trying to keep the hips pointing to the front. Just turning through that upper body. And we're back to the middle. Once more each side. Last one. Coming back from there, squat and a reach behind. As you squat back, sit back through the heels, drawing through your tummy. Knees should be over toes. Once more like that. From there, drop the head down, drop the arms down, stretch up through the backs of the legs, and slowly, slowly come back up. Okay, with the next one of those, we're going to have a little hamstring stretch. So, breath in, breath out. Have a little bend of your knees. Drop down towards the floor, pop your hands on the floor in front of you. Curl up tight, and then stretch those knees. Bend those knees. So it's a little like bunny hop almost position. Stretch up and lower back down. And again, stretch up. Big stretch through the backs of those legs and come all the way back up. Floating up, floating out. Let's stretch through the hips. We're going to have 1 foot forward, 1 foot out to the side. And we're going to lunge over that side leg. Come back up. And again, lunge. Come back up. With this one, we're holding it there. Bring the arms out, face to front. We're stretching that inner thigh. Holding it there. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Turn the feet 90-90 so we can lunge over the other side. And come back up. And again, lunge. Come back up. Last one, we're lunging out. Bring the arms out. Twisting round into a warrior type pose if you know yoga. I'm not very good at yoga, so I can't do any of the others. Holding that there. I could do a little bit of tree. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. March it out into the middle. We need to stretch our calf muscles, and then we're going to have our roll down. So for the calf stretch, I'm going to go sideways. We're going to put 1 foot forward with that back leg. Toe goes down, heel goes down in line. Lunge over that front leg. Whilst we're there, let's have a little stretch out of our arms. So bring one arm forward, wrap it around you. Weights on that front leg. Push that back heel down low. 3, 2, 1. Let's change over legs. So, toe down, heel down, lunge forwards, wrap the other arm around you. Big stretch. And whenever you stretch, the longer you can hold them, the better. So while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, have a stretch. Whilst you're cleaning your teeth, have a stretch. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Have a little shake out. Let's see what that's done to our roll down. So big stretch up. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Chin down on chest, rolling forwards, reach down to the floor, hips to the ceiling, big stretch, and then gently, gently roll back up, bit by bit by bit by bit, and open out. And again, breath in, lower those shoulder blades, drop the chin on the chest, reach down to the floor, big stretch out. Hopefully we're a little bit stretchier now. Slowly, slowly come back up. Restack yourself. Think about that posture. Strings through the back of your head. So not right at the front. We don't want your chins up in the air, the chin's down. We're lengthening the back of that neck, opening out through the shoulders, gently lifting up through the chest, not a big sticky out chest. Drawing through your tummy. And from there, breath in. Keep breathing in. And a breath out. Well done, folks. First one's done of the intermediate classes. See you next week. Bye.